Hey everybody. So today we're going to talk about some of the Axiom-man books. There's a few of them there. This one here is City of Ruin. This one is Underground Crusade. This one is Axiom or Outlaw. Yeah, I'm doing this one unscripted, and what I want to talk about is and inform you, the reader, is what's happening with Axiom-man. I get a lot of questions about it, not the most common one, of course, is when's the next book coming out and that sort of thing. Um, so yeah, like I said, I'm gonna do this unscripted and just kind of rattle off what I'm thinking, and what I kind of have as a general plan in this whole thing. Um, so if you've been following the Axiom-man journey since day one, throughout the years, I've long touted that it's a finite story. There's a beginning, middle, and end to the overarching story that will encompass the whole series. Each book is standalone, in the context that you could jump in at any point, but some of the larger story elements, of course, then you would need to start, from book one, because it's a whole saga, because it's called the Axiom-man Saga. Um, but there is a guess, so there's a general beginning, middle, and end to this overall giant story, and I've long said that it's going to be 50 books. That means basically 25 novel length works and 25 novella length works. And the pattern has always been, novel, novella, and so on down the line until we finish. Um, and I'm a bit behind. It's upsetting to me that I am that behind. I have reasons, and they're good reasons, very, very good reasons. So that aspect of it, that's justified. But in regards to, okay, well, now what? I mean, I think that, yeah, there's 8 books out, and we got, do the math, that's 42 more to go. And I'm not getting any younger. Um, I know that I could write that quickly and still write well that quickly, because I tend to be a marathon writer. In terms of when I do my best work, is just when I'm really like going hard and just pumping this stuff out. For some reason, my brain clicks with that way of doing it, instead of overthinking a story and just agonizing over every little detail. That will lead to destruction. You could talk to any writer about that aspect. So I'm going to be getting going on the long awaited Battle of Power trilogy. That's the trilogy that will wrap up the what you can call the beginning of the Axiom-man Saga. That sort of general first arc will come to an end, and then we'll start up on the middle, which is the larger chunk of the story, and then of course we'll move into the overall ending. How it's going to end and whatnot, well, of course you'll have to read and find out. I do have a pretty good idea of where that's headed, and how what Axiom-man is going to become and do or be dead, or who knows what, at the end of the thing. I have all the possibilities, and I'm leaning towards a certain way. It's an idea I've had for years and years and years and years in terms of how I wanted to conclude that part. The other thing going on with the series is, so yeah, we got the books as per usual, um, and Axiom-man will get more focus, just in generally speaking, in terms of really getting into it, once the reissues are completed and out. I need to get that done. That's a priority to do that, because this is all part of one giant media machine that keeps a roof over my head and bills paid and whatnot. So I have to, prioritize that way, and I'm sure you can understand. Um, but yeah, and then we're going to be branching Axiom-man out into, there'll be a product line, and I'm hoping that there's going to be some comics too. And yeah, so we're gonna kind of branch out a bit now from the book realm, and do that. So that's kind of where things are headed. I know where I'm going with the storyline as a whole. I don't know each individual book in terms of what each specific book is about, but I do know the general, what we need to accomplish to get through to the end of this thing. And the Axiom-man Saga, just so that you're on the same page as me, like, was always designed to be a lifetime work. It was meant to be something that I would complete over the course of my life. And then, when I'm dead and gone, and people look back and who was that E.P. Fuchs guy? They might remember some of the monster books and stuff, but if they were to look at one giant seminal work, it would be the Axiom-man Saga. And, you know, I mean, only time will tell if that ever comes to pass. But regardless, yeah, so that's the plan. And it's not just a plan in the loose sense of saying I have a plan. Like, no, I mean, I've been thinking about it for a long time. And if you've been reading my blog or following the newsletter, like, you know, I've been working on this stuff, and getting things up and running again after being sick for so long, and so on and so on. So yeah, it's come together in a lot of ways, and a few other ways still yet need to come together. But yeah, you know, I'm going to stop rambling there. In the end, there are plans in place. There's a schedule, a loose schedule in place for the time being, and as I do with my scheduling, usually it starts off as a loose schedule to begin with, and then when I start really getting roaring on something, then the schedule really starts to lock down, and this is how we're going to do it, and this is how we're going to get through the various stages from conception through to a published thing in the end. And yeah, so we got everything in order here, and I'm going to leave you with that. So in the meantime, though, please get caught up on the Axiom-man Saga. Go to my website, either canisterx.com or apfuchs.ca. It'll take you to the same place. On the left-hand side of the screen, or in the book and comic shop menu item, you'll see the Axiom-man storyline as it is right now. And yeah, get caught up on the reading. It's important to do that. That way you get treated to the entire story, the entire saga. And then, let me see. Yeah, that'd be your best bet. And then just keep an eye on the blog, you know, of course, for news and updates. And of course, subscribe to the newsletter, because that's a great way to know what's going on week to week. And lastly, you know, I'm sure there'll be other videos somewhere down the line talking about these things. So definitely, you know, subscribe to the channel and stay tuned, because you want to be notified when new videos pop up, whether it's about the Axiom-man Saga specifically, or if it's about just other book stuff or comic stuff or fun stuff or whatever else. But anyway, yeah, that's about it. We'll see you guys next video. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, again, here they are again. You know, maybe consider checking out the Axiom-man Saga there, and get treated to a high action superhero story with a lot of heart. All right. So again, like, subscribe, take care, and we'll see you wherever else online. Take care. Bye.